Welcome back to Awakened and Rising. If you've tuned into the past couple of episodes, you know we're in a powerful moment of learning and change astrologically. Saturn, our cosmic teacher of boundaries, responsibility, accountability, and soul lessons, is full of opportunity, but also full of intensity. If you've been feeling restless, impatient, or uncertain about what's next, if you've been questioning your path, your pace, or your personal power, this episode is for you. Let's talk about what Saturn in Aries is here to teach you, especially about initiation, self-trust, and stepping into your next level. First, let's ground in the astrology a bit more and get some perspective. Saturn entered Pisces in March 2025 for the first time in 30 years. It's inviting us to create structure around our dreams, our intuition, and our inner world. But from late May through September, Saturn is back into Aries. This is a short visit, but a potent one, because Aries energy is the opposite of Pisces in many ways. It's not about floating or feeling, it's about doing. It's about initiation, action, fire. It's about stepping forward before you feel ready. And with Saturn, here we have some questions that come forward. Where do you need to take radical responsibility for your forward momentum? Where are you being asked to own your leadership, even if it scares you? Saturn in Aries is the energy of sacred pioneership. The woman who says yes to her own path. The woman who makes a choice and then makes it right through sacred sponsorship, devotion to the vision, and blind faith. The coach, the leader, the entrepreneur, the visionary who stops waiting for permission and starts claiming her voice, her work, and her truth. So during this season, the invitation is not to change and charge forward blindly, but to revisit what wants to be initiated. Think about it this way. Where were you trying to start something earlier this year but paused and abandoned it? What big idea has been circling, wanting for you to take first steps? Where are you feeling blocked? And is that block actually fear of your own power? This retrograde is a sacred pause, but not a passive one. It's a chance to rewrite the story of how you lead. Not from force, not from doing, but from embodied confidence and power. Not from proving and performing, but from presence. It may be the feminine essence and intelligence that lives within every one of us that's coming back online. So the question is, what's rising in you right now? Some women I've been talking to this is triggering old stories. I'm not ready. What if I fail? Who am I to lead, teach, launch, or claim? Others are claiming, calling in, and giving themselves permission to flow in faith and follow their intuition. And here's what Saturn says back to each one of them. It says it's time. Time to take your desires seriously. Time to build your dream and what you desire. Time to move even if you're scared. Because you don't become confident before you take the leap. You become confident because you took the leap. Confidence is the outcome of courageous acts. It's the outcome of follow through. Saturn in Aries is a call to initiate yourself, to say yes to your path, to create the sacred structure your next level requires. Even if it's messy, even if it's slower than you desire, even if your inner critic has a whole lot to say about it. So ask yourself, where have I been waiting for external validation before acting on my calling? What project, idea, or offering is asking to be reignited right now? What would it look like to trust my inner fire, even if no one else sees it yet? Where do I need to lead myself first before I try to lead anyone else? This season is not about retreat. It's about recalibration, reclaiming, recommitting to yourself. And maybe most of all, it's about self-trust and surrender. Trusting that the version of you who's becoming already knows the way. You don't need to force it. You just need to say yes. Claim it. I'll leave you with this. Initiation doesn't always look like a big launch or a public transformation or announcement. It can be sometimes about waking up and saying, I'm ready. I'm done hiding. I choose myself. I commit to what's real. Even if you only whisper it to yourself today, that's enough. Saturn wants to help you remember. Remember, you are the spark. You are the leader. You are the one you've been waiting for. So next week, we'll dive into the final episode in this Saturn series and talk about how Saturn is here to help you step into your role as a mentor, a guide, and a soulful leader. You won't want to miss it. And if you want to stay connected to your sense of fire, courage, and deep self-trust, in the meantime, don't forget to join my free email community. Each week, I'll send you a short but potent message to remind you of your power and help you stay connected to your spiritual path, even when life gets chaotic. Sign up now at the link I'm going to leave in the notes, and I hope to see you on the inside. Sending you lots of love, and I'll see you next week. Mwah.